Morning all, and welcome back to the channel. As you can see behind me, I'm finishing the last section of Bermudagrass along this western edge, and after I'm done, I'm going to sow onions. So let's get this done, get some onions planted, and get ready for this freeze we got coming up in the next couple of days. So yeah, now you see what I'm in store for. About another 8 feet. I'll finish that and get back to you. So as you can see behind me, we've made some pretty good progress. It's about 86, 87 feet so far. I'm gonna go about 1 foot beyond the edge of the fence to the north, because I want to use that fence, the T-post at the west corner as my last line of onion seeds. So I'm gonna go in for some coffee, some lunch, and then we will come back and finish it, and then sow the onions. See you then. Alright folks, 90 feet. That is one massive raised bed, isn't it? So I didn't clarify it earlier in this video, but I think I said it in earlier ones. Basically what I did to get this area prepped originally was I laid cardboard and wood chip on the outside of the fence. I actually ran the cardboard underneath the fence when it first went in. Things decayed, and all of a sudden the Bermudagrass broke through, so I kept relaying more and more wood chip in this area over the last few years. So it's continued to break down from the native soil up, and it's left a very loose and loamy surface now. And I wanted to clear it out so the Bermudagrass doesn't creep in under the fence into the garden, and in doing so, I mentally created this planting space for myself, because I mean that's really amazing soil now. And the one challenge I have is the fence is to keep deer out, so all of a sudden, what can I plant in this area here, being that I have deer pressure? And my thought was originally, and still is, alliums. And I've got a packet of seeds that are probably on their way out from a viability standpoint, and I thought to myself, why not just sow this entire area with these onions? It's a long day variety called Utah Sweet Spanish Yellow, I think, and I'm going to go onto these little spaces, and I'm gonna drill lines every 8 inches or so, and probably put 8 to 12 seeds along the way, and I'm gonna work the whole way down doing that. And I have done that on the first 20 feet in that direction. I just need to do it on these next 70 feet. So I'm gonna go ahead and get cracking on that now, and yeah. I don't think I'm gonna water these in though, because we're expecting about 3 inches of rain over the next week, and I just don't feel like dragging the hose or a watering can out this far if they're gonna get that drenched. Now, if it doesn't rain within the next few days as planned, I'll come over and water them at that point. But we're expecting some really cold days and nights here now this week, so I'm not worried about them not germinating yet. I think over the next month or so, time will tell how they're gonna do. So yeah, let's get cracking on that one now. I'm going to stop at the 80-foot mark because I'm not entirely convinced that I have enough seed to cover the whole area up to the end. and I'm getting a little tired of drilling the lines, so I want to change what I'm doing. So let's get some seeds going. So as you can see, I drilled a line perpendicular to the fence, and all I'm going to do with my Utah yellow sweet Spanish onions I could, in order to make sure they go a little farther, I think what I'll just do is I'll put a few in my hand and I'll sort of drop a couple every few inches or so. Maybe about every 6 inches I'll drop a couple. It'll be fun trying to figure out where I was last at. But what I'd like to do, ideally, is get maybe 7 in a row. If I can get 7 without counting all of these rows out, I've got to be looking at a few hundred onions. And being that I have onions in the garden already, I'm going to be just fine if I get anything out of this area, because frankly, I'm not betting on this being the grandest of ideas. But yeah, I think it's going to do something. And if it doesn't, the area is already cleared and I can go ahead and wood chip it over and call it a mulched area. And if it does something, hey, food. So that makes me happy. And then just kind of cover them back up. Give it a pat. I think the biggest issue I'm going to have are animals coming in here and rooting around this clean soil. I'm not worried about them trying to eat the onion seeds or the onion seedlings once they germinate and pop out of the ground. I think it's more what's going to kind of disturb the area itself, making the germination spotty. But I don't have any more fencing to put up, and I really don't want to work around another fence now, so I'm just going to roll with the idea as it is and hope for the best.